Hey guys, what's good? It's Fez here once again, and this evening I will be reviewing Freestyle's Paradiso. Now I'm reviewing a German Shisha tobacco wearing a French PSG top, minor in it. Just a brief introduction on Freestyle. I've covered it a little bit in my other review of Freestyle brown sugar, but Freestyle is a German made tobacco that is a unique blend of three different types of tobacco, being Orient, Burley, and Virginia tobacco mixture, which is quite unique because a lot of American and German shisha tobaccos usually are based on Virginia itself. So you have a very nice tin with a health warning on the back, the ingredients, which are honey, glycerin, tobacco, and preservatives. This is a 150-gram can. It's a very nice plastic sturdy can actually, and this cost me 13 euros and 90 cents from Shisha Sky in Germany. Onto the tobacco and the cut. As mentioned previously, this is quite a unique cut that I've seen in terms of shisha tobacco, mainly being that it is probably one of the finest cuts of tobacco I've ever seen. And the only way I can compare it is if you've ever had the unfortunate privilege of smoking the herbal brands of shisha tobacco, such as Soex. It kind of imitates that kind of cut, but what you do get is 150 grams of just pure chopped tobacco leaf. There's hardly any stems in there, and it's on the drier side compared to other German tobaccos that I've seen, but at the positive end, you do end up getting 150 grams of tobacco. There's no excess juices or stems or anything like that. Based on its cut, you have to pack it dense. I don't think a fluffy pack or anything else will really work. The tobacco itself does take heat really well though, so you can, for example, if you smoked it in a heat management device, you can smoke it with a slight overpack, and a slightly higher overpack works really well with foil. Paradiso is meant to be a bourbon style vanilla, which is, you know, a type of vanilla originating from like the Indian Ocean regions, like of Madagascar, and it smells really authentic. This, you know, when you smell the tobacco, it's a very strong, creamy, rich vanilla flavor. Almost smells like a vanilla dessert, so like a vanilla sponge cake or a vanilla pudding. And usually I wouldn't smoke vanilla straight. I am doing it for the sake of this review. But this is a great mixer. I've mixed it with like alfacas, blueberry, grapefruit, and a whole range of flavors just to add in a bit of creaminess, and it works really well. So I've packed it in a tempura bowl, 25 grams dense packed. I'm using a Kalud Lotus. Started off with 3 fresh cocoa coals, but I'm currently pushed it down to 2 without the lid on top, just because it was getting a little bit hot and I prefer a cooler smoke. Set up for today, in honor of Germany winning the quarterfinals of the Euros, beating Italy. A full German setup this time. I am using my Dashini Skyline along with my Amy silicone hose. So it's been going on for around 15 minutes or so. As I said, the tobacco is a bit dry, so here are the clouds.
It's rinse a man, rinse a man, rinse a man, rinse a man.
Very satisfying clouds. They obviously would be a lot more denser had I added the third coal back on there and the lid of the Lotus on, but I felt that it made the smoke a little bit hot. But the clouds are very satisfactory, which might be a little bit concerning because it's a dry tobacco, but it performs really well. The flavour, unfortunately the smell of the flavour, the creaminess, and, you know, the very strong vanilla. So on smell alone, I would say the flavor strength is around a 9 out of 10. On the smoke, perhaps a 6 or 7 out of 10 in terms of intensity, but you do get that, you know, natural vanilla taste to it, and there's really nothing more to add. It's a straight vanilla flavor. As I said, this complements other shisha tobaccos as a mixer. I probably wouldn't recommend smoking it straight unless you enjoy smoking vanilla for long periods of time. The tobacco itself is quite versatile. I don't know the nicotine content of this tobacco, but it's probably a 0.05% variant because I don't really get much of a buzz to it. And it's quite a very durable tobacco as well. You can push it to 3 rounds of coals, but I usually get bored by the second round, so that's 3 coals initially, followed by 2 coals for the second round in the Clued Lotus. So overall, guys, this is a very authentic, natural bourbon vanilla flavor. Rating scores are quite arbitrary, and it's just my opinion. But as a vanilla, I would rate it an 8 out of 10. The reason it being an 8 is because the smell intensity and that kind of cake / pudding dessert smell doesn't really translate into the actual smoke, but you still get that rich vanilla undertones to it. Freestyle kind of works out a little bit more expensive at €13.90 for 150 gram tin compared to other German shisha tobaccos in the market, but it being a tobacco where there's hardly any stems and no excess juices, you do get value for money. So yeah, if you're in the market to try out German shisha tobaccos and you want authentic flavors, then I would definitely recommend Freestyle. So yeah, that ends the review, guys. Thanks for watching.